Hey there, how's it going? It's Vicky here, and today what I'm going to speak about and I'm going to tell you about is how to easily get clients in 2025 if you're a coach or a consultant. And so, for those who don't know me, my name is Victoria, and I basically help coaches, consultants, and educators get more clients or students. And I've generated over 6 figures in revenue just using online marketing and online marketing techniques. Great, so now that that's over, I can just kind of dive into the system, I guess, right? So, for today specifically, I'll be covering specifically how to use LinkedIn and how to get clients from LinkedIn. And so, if you clicked on this video to get some sort of magic bullet or magic or some sort of secret that you didn't know, that's not gonna be it. I'm gonna actually break down a system how to systematically get clients for your business. So let me just dive into it. Just wanted to give you like a warning, right? So I'm gonna actually explain how it's done, and I'm not gonna talk about manifestation here. So, all right. So yeah, client acquisition, right? It's a really important topic if you're a consultant, coach, educator, or if you just really use LinkedIn to get clients, right? So how to get clients in 2025 using LinkedIn. And by the way, I really do believe that you could just get a client using LinkedIn in 7 days if you use the specific technique. So all right, let me just break it down. So first things first, what we do is we go to LinkedIn, right? So go to LinkedIn and optimize your profile. So if we just go to my current LinkedIn and how it looks, let's just get into it. So basically the banner. So you need to have a profile picture of yourself. Don't put your business logo. That's not gonna work because people buy from people that they trust, like, and feel confident in, right? So first of all, just put your picture that has to be professional. Don't have a picture like with your friends drinking or anything like that, right? And so the second most important part as well is the banner. So it has to be very clean, simple. So right now we're specifically in education, but I am making a new website because we're expanding our niche. But so my new website, for example, will say helping educators, coaches, and consultants get more clients. I mean, super simple, right? So you can literally write down your offer, what you offer, and then just put some social proof like logos and so on. And then here you just repeat what you do, and then you put your founder or co-founder or whatever, right? So here, usually in the featured section, people just put like some sort of a lead magnet. So in this case here, I actually have like a video of a training of like literally 1 hour and whatnot on how to get clients. And then here you can subscribe to my newsletter. And actually what would be even better if I just had a button that says to book a call with me, right? Because I mean because after they subscribe, I then ask them to book a call with me, so I could just literally just shorten the sales cycle, right, in this case, and then just ask people to book a call, right? So after that, again, if anything, you can go to my profile and check out what I've written there, but you kind of can break down how did you come up with this idea of starting your own business, about your services, and why are you doing what you're doing, right? So kind of like a short story, and then write down all the different things that you've done, where you've worked, and whatnot. And yeah, again, really, most important part is just to have a decent profile that looks decent. So with your profile picture, some sort of banner explaining what you do and about your services, right? So this is the basics. What you should not have, and what would be bad, is if you don't have a profile picture, or your profile picture is like a dog or some scenery, right? That wouldn't be good. So yeah, just you need to show your face. And so again, go to LinkedIn, optimize your profile. The second thing that you could do is, so what we will do is actually to go and search. So what do I mean by that? So if you don't have, I have a sales navigator and it works great. I love it. But if you do not have a sales navigator, you can just go here and write things. So for example, let's say you are a health coach and you want to target business owners, right? So business owners in, let's say in gym space, right? So here, founder of fitness works gyms and so on, right? So here you can add more filters. So actually put a location. Let's say I want to just only cover United States, and then I want to cover specifically your profile, whatever, but title here. So you can put CEO, founder, co-founder, COO, and so on, right? So these would be the most important parts, I would say. So the title and the actual niche, which you can search here, and then the location, right? So either way, you can go through through the filters on your own time and kind of learn about these. But for now, I will just use these ones. Oh, geez, wow, that's not a lot of. Why don't I just take this out and let's see if that works? Okay, so we have a few. So literally what you can just go do now is just start inviting these people, right? Just invite. And actually you can just also from the beginning kind of just do without any filters, just write the gyms and the location, and then you'll get like, okay, maybe these are not the best. So you need to make sure that you're reaching out to your ideal customer profile, and your ideal customer profile is probably going to be a founder, right? Let's try again. I haven't used like normal search in a while. Okay, so founder overall athletics. Is that a gym? No, it's not. Okay, here should be a gym. Okay, so fitness and health website. Well, point is, maybe for gym owners, LinkedIn is not the best space, right, to look at these, but really just kind of write down the audience that you're trying to target and get clients from, which are your ideal customer profile, right, which your clients are, and then try to search these. And in this case, you can literally just start connecting with them. So connect. So in my case, for example, instead of that, I use actual Sales Navigator. So what you do is usually just go to leads, and then you kind of open this up, and you start putting all the filters, right? So for me, my geography is really just North America and then United Kingdom. So I start putting that. And then here I usually put like tutoring, because I used to target only education brands. And then again, the connections, so there'll be second and third degree connections, then all the ones that you already saved exclude. And then what else we could put here? So again, so the seniority level include owner, CEO, even vice president we can include. And then here what's gonna happen is you're gonna start getting like all these leads, right? So Canopy Tutoring, for example, like this guy. And you can literally just kind of, first of all, create a list and then start connecting with these people, right? And what happens then is, once you start connecting with them, is that you're gonna start getting acceptances, right? So go and search your ICP through either the regular LinkedIn search or Sales Navigator, right? So optimize your profile, go on and search these people using, here is use filters, right? So for actual titles, use like CEO, founder, co-founder, COO, and so on, right? And then you can also use like where they are, so location, right, in this case, so US, UK, etc., right? So whichever location you actually want to get clients from. So that's one thing. So after you do that, you just start connecting them, right? Start connecting. So send connection request, as simple as that. And once that is done, you'll usually get acceptances. So wait for an acceptance, right? Amazing. And so for this specific thing, what I use is, by the way, the system was not mine initially. I actually got it from another person. He's a great guy. He's quite a genius. But I specifically use Google Sheets to track my people. So once people start accepting my invitation requests, I usually get them here, right? So I'm pretty sure you can just go here, my network, and press connections here, and then literally you'll see the most recent ones that you connected with. So yeah, and then what you do then is you can literally go to each person and message them. All right, so let me just go to like some older ones, because I just messaged a few people. And so, for example, I know I messaged this lady. Amazing. So let me explain what I actually do with these people, right? So once I connect with them, they accept my invitation. I usually wait around a week or so. And what I do then is I start sending them messages, right? One by one. So in this case, literally look like this. So right now it's September. And so I would literally just go to each profile. I would open the person up. So I would open up the profile of the person, copy paste the profile link, and then the first name and the last name like this, just to know their name, and then include the date that I've initiated the reach out, right? So the date is 29th of September 2025, right? So the date and tracked, yes, it's tracked. So once, I'll explain later how the sheet works, but I'm just gonna kind of walk you through it as I'm doing it, right? So yeah, I sent an invitation, she accepted it, and now I'm messaging her, and I see that, okay, well, she is a managing director of Study British English company, and yeah, so that's great. So add a few more people here. So what happens then is, what I used to do first is I used to actually kind of pick up my phone. I don't have it here with me. Oh, I actually do. And I used to just take my phone, right? Take my phone, open up the camera just like this, and then I would kind of be like, hey there, thank you so much for connecting with me. You know, I really truly appreciate it. So look, I can see that you are an owner of XYZ, and I just have one question for you. So I was wondering, would you be open to getting more students slash clients for your business? And I'm asking this because I have an opportunity to do that. However, I wouldn't like to pitch you without asking you for your permission first. So let me know by sending me a quick thumbs up, and as you're recording it, you're showing a quick thumbs up, and I'll send you more information. And if it's a no, it's also totally fine. This is the exact script I've used. It takes around 30 seconds. It's not too long, not too short, right? So basically you're saying, hey X, thanks so much for connecting with me. I truly appreciate it. So here you're kind of showing the appreciation, right? And then you say why you're reaching out. So I saw you are an owner of X, right? So it's relevant to them. And I was wondering, would you be open to get more clients? And basically by asking this question, it's kind of like a no-brainer question. Like, who wouldn't want more clients? Who wouldn't want more revenue? Everyone wants to get more money and grow, right? So basically asking a no-brainer question. In their mind, they say thinking yes. And then after that, I say, however, I wouldn't like to pitch you without asking for your permission first. So here you're kind of just saying this, like, look, I'm not this bad person who's trying to pitch you on LinkedIn. I know everyone is, and I'm not that, and I'm not like so annoying. So look, I don't want to pitch you, but if you send me a thumbs up, I'll send you more information. And if it's a no, it's also fine, right? So you're kind of giving them a way out, because who wouldn't want that? And actually, when you kind of give people a way out, if it will actually ask for permission before pitching, they're way more likely to reciprocate and be nice about it, right? So it worked for me, at least. You can try with your own niche, always test. But that's the thing. Now, instead of, as you can see here, I'm not sending videos, I'm sending voice messages. So if you go to actual LinkedIn, let me just show you here. Let me just put Olga in this case. So here on the right side right here, you can actually just press record and record the voice message right here. You don't have this, pretty sure, yeah, you cannot do it on your computer. That's why I use my phone, and it's much faster than doing a video. And yeah, that's why I use this now instead, and it works as good as a video worked. So for me, it's faster, and I don't need to put as much effort, right? So that's why I do voice memo. So let me just kind of walk you through my follow-ups and so on. So here, from this, you can actually see how many follow-ups I sent and so on. So first things first, I try to initiate, right? So the initiation, that's what we call A, it's kind of step A, just me sending the voice message, right? So once I initiate, that's when I put the date and I say that it was tracked. Here, 1A means that I only send one follow-up. So only send one follow-up if they never replied. And I'm gonna get into it, what I actually sent. So notes is just any notes that you want to make in case they say like, oh, reach out to my email instead and so on. And then media seen, it means that here, for example, she saw the media. So this one, you can actually go to settings and turn it on. But basically I track this just to see like how many people actually look at my messages. And yeah, and what this actually helps me understand is that if what I'm sending actually gets through, number one, like meaning that I'm standing out from all the other people who are messaging her as well. Media seen again, and then yeah, once they send me a thumbs up or send me more info, or sometimes they just straight up say let's hop on a call. But as I told you, I asked them to send me a thumbs up. So once they send me a thumbs up, it means that they're engaged now because they send me something back, right? So in this case, what I do is like here, as you can see, so I copy paste this, I press it here, and then if it's converted, I just cross it out. So like, okay, great, this person actually converted. And so now they're actually in stage B, right? So they're engaged now. So in this stage, as you can see here, so yeah, it says yes, like yes, send me, right? And I said sending over, right? And then I send like a longer video. So again, using a video that kind of explains what I do, what is my offer, my guarantee, and so on. I don't get into the specifics of the exact thing, and I'll walk you through it, I think, in the next video, because this video is gonna otherwise be super long, like what I exactly send. But and so basically in the video I just say, hey, thanks so much for this. So this is exactly what I do, and I just walk them through a document. Actually, let me just find it right now and show it to you. So this is the document that I showed. So I basically kind of break it down, like who we help, who are our deal partners, so what are the pains that they have, so the pain points, right? So they rely on referrals, they want to focus on teaching, not building funnels. They work with agencies, but they never delivered anything, etc., etc., right? And then I say that our promise is 15 plus book calls with ideal fit students or parents in 60 days, or we work for free until we deliver. what is our strategy, etc. So to get ROI fast, etc., etc., etc. And point is that I don't really get into the specifics. I don't say like we use meta ads and we build funnels and go ahead level and so on, right? So I don't do that. I just kind of like explain them on a high level what I'm going to do without explaining how I'm going to do that, right? So yeah, I basically walk them through this document and I say, by the way, like if it all sounds super cool and and if it sounds interesting, send me another thumbs up and I'll send you a calendar link, right? So this is what I asked them. And so once they're engaged, and if they don't reply, I send them a bunch of follow-ups that I'll show you later. And then once they send me a thumbs up, like send me a calendar link, I send them a calendar link. And again, I cross them out and right here. I cross them out and I put them here, right? And now they're calendar lead, right? They're in C. And then once they book a call, again, they become here and I put that they're tracked, right? So they means that I send them a calendar link and they book the call. And if they don't book a call, even though I send them a calendar link, again, I send a bunch of follow-ups. And so you may be thinking, okay, so Victoria, what are the follow-ups? So let me just show you. Okay, amazing. So by the way, again, the system is not mine, but it's amazing. So the permission message, I already like told you what I say in the voice message. And so what is the follow-up? So the first follow-up that I ever send in case they don't reply is geez, where is it? It's this one, right? So 1A. And what does it say? Let's see. It actually just says, hey there, had a chance to hear my voice. Super simple, right? Like just asking, like, by the way, did you hear it or not? And before that, when I was sending videos, I said, hey there, did you watch that video that I sent? So the next follow-ups are basically when they become engaged, but they just don't ever actually ask me to send the calendar link, right? So here they say, yes, send me more information. I send them the video and then they don't reply. And what are those? So what are the follow-up chain that so first follow-up that I ever send is thoughts on that video, Olga. And then I say, oh, was the video that bad, right? And then I send them a bunch of memes, right? So first meme that I send is, I have to warn you that they're coming. So basically I'm warning them that I'm gonna send them a bunch of follow-ups and to be prepared, right? It's kind of a nice way. And then I say, I'll just drop this here, and then there's a meme like, I'll be waiting for you to reply, like super sad and everything. Then another one is, I'm getting old here, never give up no matter how long it takes. And then where are we? Oh, not opening the video, watching the video, replying to the video, booking a call, right? So like sending me a thumbs up to book a call. And then seventh, usually I sometimes just send them gifts. So if you go to, for example, I have a good example. Ivan, he just said, like, he just booked a call with me recently, I think last week. I booked the call for him actually. So here, like, I got tired of sending him memes and whatnot, so I just started sending him gifts. So if you go here and then write like where you at, you're gonna start getting like a bunch of gifts that you just gifs, I don't know how they're called in English, but you can like send them a bunch of those. And here I'm just sending like, where you at, right? Like, where are you? And then he wrote like, yes, that's the right email. I admire your persistence, right? So you just keep on following up over and over and over again. And as you can see as well, like I follow up quite a decent amount of times. So 7 follow-ups. Sometimes I don't even stop. Like I sometimes just go on and follow up like 15 times. Okay. So they go through my memes and then I send them a Calendly, and what is the message that I actually send? So what I send is, great, grab a time and we break it down. By the way, it's a low pressure demo, so you can leave your card at home, right? So I just kind of say, by the way, I'm not gonna sell you, we're just gonna have a chat. After that, once I can lead them, but they don't reply to me again, or they don't book a call, I send them again a bunch of follow-ups, and those are just usually memes, right? So I say, do any of the times work for you? Let's get it penciled in today. And then once they don't reply after those 2, I send them a bunch of follow-ups. So I say, have to warn you about the follow-ups, any good times for you on the link, brace yourself, follow-ups are coming. And then another one, just me waiting for booking, can see you on the calendar yet, are you free soon? Book a call, receive follow-ups with memes, right? Like, which one do you choose? It's like, just make it funny. I'm dying over here, me waiting for the calendar notification. So yeah. And so in terms of the actual numbers, by the way, these are mine. I know the volume is not good. By the way, like you should like quadruple this volume. Don't take it from me. I'm not good at this, like in terms of the actual volume. But you should be looking to close anywhere between 2 to 1%. I think it would be a good percentage. So for example, here, as you can see, also needs to be consistent. Like January, February, April, nothing happened, right? Because there's other channels I use, so like I use cold emails and so on to get clients. but LinkedIn does work like magic. That's why I'm showing you this. And so you can easily quadruple this and so on. And also here you can see that the number of clients, of closed clients, has been dropping because I also increased prices like crazy, so the sales conversion rate does drop. But either way, you should be looking with cold audience, just reaching out like cold on LinkedIn, anywhere between 1 to 2%, right? So anything about 2 is like great. You're doing amazing. So yeah. So wait for acceptance, send the first video or voice message, and then first one follow-up, which is the A follow-up, right? And then so on and so on, right? So in this case, if they reply, if they say yes, send the evergreen virtual sales letter. Ask them to send again on the video as you're kind of walking them through the document, as I showed you this document, the finalized offer. You actually show them like, send me a thumbs up if you want to hop on a call with me, right? And go through this together. And again, send, if they don't reply, send at least 7 follow-ups. And by the way, like at first, sending 7 follow-ups felt very uncomfortable for me, and I felt like I'm like being annoying. But you know, the memes does make a difference, because they're more funny. Like people don't usually mind it. And so if they don't reply, send at least 7 follow-ups. Once they reply, send the link to your Calendly, right? And then what else? Yeah, and then have a call, and then follow up if they don't book, and then have a sales call, and then close, right? Yeah, and that's that's the whole system that I just walked you through. So if you want me to actually include all the sheets and the finalized offer sheet and everything, like just comment in the video below and I'll do that. And yeah, that's it. And by the way, if you're a coach or a consultant and you want all these systems to be done for you, you can literally just book a call below, and yeah, it would be great to chat. And if you don't want that, it's also totally fine. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'm pretty sure I walked you through everything, and if you have any questions, again, just pop a comment below and make sure to answer those. Thanks. Bye bye.